Hi, my name is Sasha. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you my January book haul. Now, in the month of January, I acquired 23 books, which, yeah, that's probably a lot for me. I didn't buy all of them. Some of them were gifted, thanks to friends and family. Some of them are comics, which is pretty cool. Let's just get into it. Some of these books you've already seen because I did a Booktopia unboxing earlier this month. So I won't go into those books too much, but I'll just show you them again because they're part of my January book haul. First book we have is The Winner's Curse by Rutkoski. I wasn't too sure what this book is about and I still haven't gone into it too much. All I know is there is a girl that has to choose between getting married or going to war, but she wants to do both, and she buys this slave, I believe, and she falls in love with him. That's as far as I've gotten to know much about this book, but it is a girl kick-ass story, so I'm pretty keen to get into it. The next book I have is Renegades by Marissa Meyer. I read this book this month and it is so much more than what it tells you. I absolutely loved it, but I will tell you more about that in my January wrap-up. So Renegades focuses on Nova, who is a prodigy, and there are two groups of prodigies. You've got superheroes, or the Renegades, and the supervillains, who are the anarchists. And Nova is part of the anarchists. And Nova's main goal in life is to overthrow the Renegades. Next book we have is Moxie by Mathieu. I got this book because Ember Books raved about it and I read it, and it is a really good book. I'll talk more about it in my January wrap-up. Moxie is about a girl called Vivian who tries to fight back the sexist things that happen in her school. The next book we have is Otherworld by Segel and Kirsten. Otherworld is about a boy called Simon who goes into a virtual reality game. I got some Sword Art Online vibes from this book. I will talk more about it in my January wrap-up. The next book we have is The Wrath in the Dawn by Renee Adieh, where the ruler takes a new bride every day because he kills the other bride the night before. And we have the main character, Shazi, goes in to try and infiltrate it all. Super keen to start this one. The next book we have is The Flame in the Mist by Renee Adieh. This book focuses on a girl called Marissa, where her whole life she's been groomed for one thing, and that is to get married. On her way to the palace to meet her betrothed, she gets attacked by the Black Clan. That's really all I know. I didn't know much about this book when I bought it. I thought the cover was really pretty and I heard a lot about it on BookTube. So I can't wait to start it. Next book is A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. I already own a hardcover of this book, but I wanted a paperback because I own the first two in paperback and I wanted it to match and have my pictures all pretty. Court of Wings and Ruin is the third book in the Court of Thorns and Roses trilogy. Focuses on Feyre as she goes back to Spring Court, and that's all that I will really tell you because spoilers. Book I bought is Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough. Behind Her Eyes is about a woman named Louise who meets a man named David and can't believe that someone like him could be attracted to someone like her. And then she meets his wife Adele, and then she befriends Adele. I think that's all I really know about this book. One of my goals this year was to read more adult novels, and I saw this for $5 at a store, so I thought, why not? The next book I bought is Her Every Fear by Peter Swanson. This book is about Kate, who does an apartment swap with her cousin Corbin, so she moves from London to Boston. When Kate moves to Boston, she finds out that her next door neighbour has been killed, and the police are asking Kate about her cousin Corbin and what his relationship was with the neighbour Audrey. So the whole book is about who killed Audrey. So the next two books I bought was An Ember in the Ashes and A Torch Against the Night by Sabaa Tahir. I saw these two books were $10. That's why I picked it up. I also heard lots of good reviews about them. In the Ashes is about a girl called Leia and her brother gets taken and she has to find him. That's all I really know. As you can tell, I don't know much about books when I go into buying them or reading them, and I like to keep it that way because it's a nice surprise when I pick it up and I go, oh, this is really interesting. Now the next set of books I have been gifted. The next book I have is the Brumby stories. It's got 4 stories about the Silver Brumby in one book. I love these stories when I was a child, and my mum gave this book to me as a baby shower gift, so thank you, Mum. The story is told through Silver Brumby's perspective, which is a horse per se. A wild horse in Australia is called a Brumby. And you've got cool little drawings in there, what some things are. You've got like the Silver Brumby there. Yeah, I really love this book, and I can't thank my mum enough for gifting it to me. The next book I was gifted is You Don't Even Know by Sue Lawson. My sister gave this to me as a birth present. Like, I had my baby and she wanted to give me a present while I was in the hospital. So thanks for that, sis. This looks like a young adult contemporary, and I can't wait to read it. Now the next set of books or comics gifted from my mum, because she was collecting them and trying to declutter, so she gave me some of her comics. These are the Angela Asguard Assassin comics. My mum's name is Angela, and she wanted to buy the comics because they had her name in it, which you can't say that you haven't done that before. If you see your name as one of the characters, you buy the book. Angela is Thor's sister, I believe, and she's called Asgard's Assassin. Another graphic novel about Angela Asgard. And the last 3 are Suicide comics. They are also comics that my mum gifted to me while she was decluttering. Some of them are still in their packaging. I'm not sure if I'm going to read them or if I'm going to just keep them there. We'll see. But I'll probably read them because I don't really care about that stuff. So that is it for my January book haul. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye! Oh.